just for clarification, did you mean that the 34-count case in which Donald Trump was found guilty of various financial crimes was politically motivated here in Maine?
About the J6 people too, though, right? That's what they're going to say on the other side. That is
I'm not referring to that. I'm talking about the New York trial. And now the Democrats on our side there were some that were gleeful, calling it like, now he's a convicted felon and those things. And now for our party, we were talking about criminal justice, and we're now talking about second chances. And now all of a sudden, now you're like, well, he's a convicted felon and all these things. And now clearly, again, both of those trials, the Hunter Biden one and the trial in New York for Trump, that was politically motivated, and those kinds of charges would have never been brought unless one side could realize that they could weaponize that.
Him as the outspoken Democratic senator from Pennsylvania, John Fetterman. Never afraid to ruffle feathers, he's built a reputation for tackling issues of justice and equality head-on. But now he's making headlines for something completely different. A jaw-dropping legal battle with none other than The View's Sunny Hostin. Buckle up, because this isn't your typical political clash. Fetterman is suing The View, and this lawsuit is shaping up to be one of the most explosive media controversies in recent history. For those who follow him, this isn't a shock. Fetterman thrives on controversy, whether it's fighting for criminal justice reform or standing up for marginalized communities. But this time, his battleground isn't the Senate, it's the courtroom. It all started during what was supposed to be a routine taping of The View. Audiences expected the usual: heated political debates, lively personalities, maybe some sharp banter. Instead, they got a full-blown confrontation that left everyone stunned. Reports say that during the live broadcast, Sunny Hostin made a remark that seriously rubbed Fetterman the wrong way, enough for him to take legal action. While the exact details remain under wraps, one thing is clear: this wasn't just a simple disagreement. This was something bigger, and let's not forget, The View has never been afraid of controversy. The show thrives on bold opinions, fiery debates, and on-air clashes. But a lawsuit of this magnitude? That's a whole different level.
About the J6 people too, though, right? That's what they're going to say on the other side. That is
I'm not referring to that. I'm talking about the New York trial. And now the Democrats on our side there were some that were gleeful, calling it like, now he's a convicted felon and those things. And now for our party, we were talking about criminal justice, and we're now talking about second chances.
This isn't just about a heated exchange on live TV. It's about the fallout when a public figure feels defamed and decides to fight back in court. For Fetterman, this lawsuit isn't just personal. It's about accountability. He's making a statement: the media has a responsibility, and he believes The View crossed the line. But what about Sunny Hostin? Known for her no-filter takes and razor-sharp commentary, she's no stranger to controversy. But this lawsuit? This could be the moment that defines her career, for better or worse. Will it change how people see her? And more importantly, will it change The View's reputation as the go-to platform for unfiltered political discourse? And let's not ignore The View's producers. They may be behind the scenes, but make no mistake, they're right in the middle of this mess. Did they let things escalate? Should they have stepped in sooner? As this case unfolds, those questions will only grow louder, so why should you care? Simple. This case isn't just about two public figures clashing. It's about the broader role of media in shaping public perception. It's about the fine line between free speech and defamation. And if Fetterman wins, it could change the way TV talk shows operate forever. Will The View be forced to rethink its approach? Will Hostin's words come back to haunt her? And will Fetterman turn this legal battle into a political statement that echoes far beyond the courtroom? Stay tuned, because this drama is just getting started.
It's his son, after all, and people do have sympathy for that. But a lot of people are angry with him about it. What do you say?
Oh, well, I think it's undeniable that the case against Hunter Biden was really politically motivated, but I also think it's true that the trial in New York for Trump that was political as well too. Now it's that, and in both cases, I think a pardon is appropriate, and I really think collectively, America's confidence in these kinds of institutions have been damaged by these kinds of cases, and we cannot allow these kinds of institutions to be weaponized against our political opponents. And it's very clear both trials were politically motivated and weaponized that on the other.
In an era where trust in the media is hanging by a thread, John Fetterman's lawsuit against The View is throwing gasoline on the fire. This isn't just a petty TV feud, it's a high-stakes battle over media integrity, accountability, and the dangerous power of unchecked words. Fetterman isn't just defending his own name, he's taking on The View's producers for airing comments he claims were reckless and harmful. For him, this is about more than personal reputation, it's a fight to remind media giants that words have consequences. In a world where misinformation spreads like wildfire, negligence can do real damage, and Fetterman is ready to hold them accountable. Sunny Hostin has never shied away from controversy, but this could be the moment that defines her career. Will this lawsuit force The View to rethink how it handles political discourse, or will it expose the fine line between free speech and defamation? One thing is clear, Fetterman is sending a message. Media platforms must do better.
In a new Netflix documentary series about New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, he said he's heartbroken about friends and family cutting him off for his controversial political views and conspiracy theories. And a lot of Americans can relate to this, especially after this last election. So, do you think it happens everywhere?
What I recall about him is when he was asked about the COVID-19 pandemic, during the height of the pandemic, when people had lost loved ones, when people's family members were missing from their Thanksgiving table, like my table, he said, "I'm immunized." And as it turns out, he was not. He had done his own research. He has his Google MD like I do. And I think he said he was allergic to something in the vaccine, but he had COVID and he was in a huddle with his teammates. And I think people felt like, wow, you don't care. You're not your brother's keeper.
This could really, this could
That's
really
what I think
turn
it
me
was
against
a morality.
Are you telling me?
Sunny Hostin isn't new to controversy, but this time, her sharp words may have landed her, and The View, in serious legal trouble. Was it just a strong opinion, or did she cross into dangerous defamation territory? John Fetterman isn't treating this as just another TV spat. His lawsuit is a direct challenge to the way media giants handle sensitive issues. Words matter, and he's out to prove that when they're carelessly thrown around on national television, they can cause real harm. This is where things get messy. On one side, we have free speech, the backbone of democracy, allowing for open debate and diverse opinions. But on the other, when speech spreads misinformation or makes damaging claims, where do we draw the line? Fetterman's case isn't just about one comment, it's a warning shot to media outlets everywhere. He's taking a stand against more than just The View, he's challenging every platform that wields influence without responsibility. This lawsuit could be groundbreaking, setting a precedent for how public figures are treated by the media. If Fetterman wins, it won't just shake up daytime TV, it could redefine media accountability as a whole, because in today's world, where a single comment can ruin reputations, sway elections, or go viral in an instant, media platforms must own their words. And Fetterman is making sure they do. Legal experts are already buzzing about the case, predicting far-reaching consequences for how defamation claims are handled moving forward. Will Fetterman come out victorious, or is this just another fleeting controversy? Either way, this is one lawsuit you won't want to miss. Stay tuned as politics, media, and the law collide in real time, and if you want to stay ahead of every twist and turn, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more shocking updates. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this drama is just getting started.